12天了，我的儿子在哪儿？你们这为什么不给我一个交代？我的儿子都12天了，我来了10天了，我第一批来的人。
We're bringing the story back home. That's the emotion of family members right there, their loved ones, friends on missing Flight 370. That's a mom looking for her son, as Tika Schuper was telling us. Lee Lay, 36-year-old, only child. So add in even more grief if it wasn't enough already. 13 days, no answers. You're getting just a sense of the agony and the anguish that they're going through right now. I want you to turn to your television because we want you to read the words. And we haven't translated verbally so you can hear the emotions as it came out and also read the words of this anguish and pain. Let's watch.
不管你们政府怎么样，我就是叫我的儿子早日回来。我是丽乐的妈妈，我儿子在飞机上，我是想要回我的儿子的。我儿子叫李乐，
来了10天了，我没有寄来的消息，但是到现在来，你知道吗？
我几百年，OK。
我全世界的媒体帮我们去呼吁马来西亚政府要尽快给我们消息。我们需要全世界的媒体把我们亲人找回来，把 MH370这架飞机找回来。这几天马上给你们。Can you speak English？ 没有任何信息，就是说不停的搜救，从中国海那边搜，搜到马六甲，再搜到安达曼海，我不知道这架飞机到底飞到哪儿去了。
Can you speak English？ 甚至有马航的人一直在你们
Who do you represent？
20几位家属，我们都不满意，我不满意马来西亚政府的所作为，不作为，马来西亚政府不作为。
但是他们说他们一直有人跟在你们旁边，然后有跟着我们，
跟着我们照顾我们的很非常好。可是我们需要的不是照顾，我们需要的是知道真相，我们是需要知道飞机在哪里，我们是需要每天有人照顾我们。他们受不了了，你知道吗？他们在这边杀人。
No bullshit。你以为马来西亚政府骗你吗？
对，马来西亚政府是骗子。我们希望各国的政府、全世界的政府给马来西亚施压，给我们的亲人把这架飞机给找回来。不能这样就没有了，失踪了。
目前来讲，你们心情怎么样？
我们心情非常好，我们每天都在做。
Again, you get to hear the emotion and read the words. It's just like different levels of pain there. Back with us, our psychologist, Dr. Eric Fisher. When you see and hear that, what's your first thought?
You know, first thing I see, they've been there 10 days, some of them, you know, and so you have to look at exhaustion. You also have to look at a big issue of mistrust here. They don't trust the government. They don't trust the airlines. And where you have mistrust, you have fear. And when you have fear and all this helplessness they're feeling, you're going to have other emotions that come up that are going to try to help you get your power back, which is going to be anger, rage, and emotions like that that are trying to get their point across. They want answers, they need answers, and nothing's happening to help them find resolution.
You know, the last thing said there, we're in terrible mood every day. We sit and wait. We're going to keep waiting. How hard is it for someone grieving, and we're certainly zoning in on this here, but for anybody who does not have resolution? You just don't know. How much harder is that to deal with?
Well, it is because we don't know if we can move on in our life. We don't know if we should be looking for them or where they should be. It's similar to people who are missing in action in wars and things that families go through for years to come. And sometimes you find the stories where the person was lost somewhere and was found later on as people moved on with their life and then they found they're reconnecting. So some people want to hold out hope, and especially in China where you have a one-child rule, then there are no other children at home. And you've put your love, your life, your energy all into this one child, and they're gone.
Yeah. Tell me about when something like this plays out on such a big stage. To them, it's their family member lost. To us, we're trying to figure out what happened, and we're into, and we feel bad in the pain side of it, but we're also into the mystery of this as well. What's it like for them, though? And the whole world's watching and wondering, but it's their life and their loved one that's missing.
You know, there's two sides. One, they're using the media to help them, and they made that very clear in those recordings. We want the media to report on this. We want them to keep pressure on you, so they realize that. But feeling like you live in a fishbowl and people can't understand what you're feeling, they're just watching you in your pain, can feel very intrusive, especially for a very private culture and one that really keeps emotions under wraps. However, in Chinese cultures, a lot of times their emotion will come out when they're grieving because they've held on to it so tight. So that can be a part of their grieving process, is letting it out. Then they put it away back in a box again.
You know, again, in the 2 minutes we let everybody listen to, you can just pick off, you know, each quote with the emotion that's behind it. I want my son back, the desperation, 10 days, no information, the frustration, right? It just all comes to the surface, doesn't it? And there's no filters, nor should there be.
Right, and especially with exhaustion the way. But I think, again, we got to understand that emotions that result in us feeling weak, pain, desperation, fear, frustration, mistrust, those result in our power going away. We want to do things to get that power back, and those are protective emotions like anger, rage, hatred, defiance. And those are the emotions that they're showing right now to try to say, we need action. We're not just going to wait passively anymore.
Yeah, again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. And we hope and pray that somehow, some way, they're okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Dr. E, thanks again. Appreciate it.